right, I want to show you what is the fake sun at 9:49 a.m. This is the fake sun that is directly over the property of Mercy House, and that's because it's keeping present over my head. And this is what I documented while I'm standing at this intersection, which is State and Bondview. And on that intersection where I was standing, this is a couple weeks ago, I documented, and I specifically, it was February 27, 2022, okay? And I was standing at the intersection, and I was standing over there. And I did reference Mercy House because Mercy House is in relevant position to that property. And it is impossible that the light source is over my head in the city of Ontario, in this location where the state is keeping the fake sun over me, which at this time I was referencing January 22nd, where I remain at the Starbucks, and the fake sun is remaining over me while I am passing the property of the B&G Plaza. The light source is not remaining over, for example, the intersection or any property on this street or this intersection while at 9:47 a.m. It's moving in alignment with me while I'm on the bus of Omnitrans at 9:47 a.m. after coming from what is Starbucks, where it remains stationary, just like it is remaining stationary here, not coexisting and remaining over on Holt Boulevard at 111 North Vineyard at the intersection of Holt and Vineyard. The state is keeping a fake sun over me where it is that I remain, and doing so, which is in contrast with, it's a scientific fact that this is not the sun, because it is a scientific impossibility, and in direct contrast with what are the so-called scientific facts that surround this supposed light source. This is not the actual sun. And at 9:49 a.m., I'm standing at that corner. You see the light source directly over my head as I stand at that corner. Demons are concentrated directed light on that corner of the wall over there. This is why they're concentrated directed light here, because they are stalking 8 UAP 650. That's a demon, and that they are stalking. You also know that by the fake sun at the location where it's at. They are identified as stalking while they're engaged in harassment by an entity. This is Mercy House at 435 South Bondview. And this is in excess of 2 hours where the fake sun is present. I want to be clear, 10:25 in the morning yesterday, I am at what is the Stater Brothers, where the fake sun is not ever going to be present over 435 South Bondview. It's present, rising, and remaining as of 9:49 a.m. And I'm also reminding you, 9:49 a.m. where I'm over there. That small portion of property is speaking to what is stalking with the fake sun. That's why it's over my head at that intersection, where I was reminding you about what is Chevron in Upland, California at 9:49 a.m., where I'm reminding you about January 22nd, where I'm on the Omnitrans bus coming from Starbucks, going up Holt Boulevard, west on Holt Boulevard, and the fake sun is, as I'm facing south with my camera, and the fake sun is moving in real time. Not today. It's remaining stationary at 435 South Bondview. Okay, now again, I'm speaking to what is daylight savings time, so you are still understanding what is the maintenance of the fake sun that remains over me in conflict with what is the documented presence of the light source when I'm in an entirely different location, and what is the arrival or the movement as I leave from a documented location. This is, again, incorporating daylight savings time. It's currently 9:52 a.m. So I just want to point that out. 9:49 a.m. over there, it was technically 8:49 a.m. But I want to speak to what is, let me be clear, in an hour, the light source is not going to be over that corner, like it was on the day where I'm standing at that corner. Okay, this is the maintenance of the light source, and also what you will be noticing is at 10:25 in the afternoon, in the morning, the light source is not over the Ontario Village Shopping Center. It's over me wherever I am. That's not the sun that was over me at that parking lot, as I pointed out in video yesterday. This is P.O.C. It's currently 9:53 a.m. That is 8:53 a.m. And taking into account what is daylight savings time, 8:53 a.m. I am still documenting my presence as I remain, for example, at the McDonald's in Upland, California. The entity keeping the fake sun over me as I remain at the Upland Public Library as a matter of documentation, sitting at that property, just waiting for the property to open. This is keeping it right here over this property where they're engaging in coming up with creating any sort of narrative where they can try to exclude me from the property. What you're going to witness is, because I don't need to be inside, this is ongoing surveillance. That's impossible light on the door. That's light, just engineer light on the door, on the wall. This is ongoing surveillance. They're monitoring, they're stalking inside of that venue. They are monitoring and stalking at this intersection. That is also identified by what is the fake sun that remains stationary over the building at 435 South Bondview. This is Mercy House. This is P.O.C.